Hello, folks, and welcome to CraftMine. Yes, that's correct. CraftMine. This just came out today. It's the latest snapshot. I'm not usually one to do snapshots, but here we are. Now, I'll admit, I'm not totally sure what all this entails. I just really wanted to try it out. I did have my own plans prior to now, and I wonder why I ever even made them. But yeah, we're testing this out instead, and I'll just have to shelve that for a later date. The reason why we went and found the Pale Garden last Minecraft stream, but hey, I suppose this isn't a Minecraft stream, really, now is it? Anyhow, well, I guess we'll try it out. Give me 1 second, I wanna adjust something. That. What if I did this? There we go. Okay. So let's get into it. I admit, I wanted to open this up in a creative world. To try it out, just to see a little bit of what I was getting into. But the weird thing is, it doesn't let you select a creative world here. It's either survival or hardcore. So I guess we'll go in survival first, and CraftMine survival. And craft and explore mines, unlock more ingredients, craft some more, and watch out for the special encounters. We'll go in with survival, and perhaps go back in with hardcore later. If everything seems like it's going swimmingly. And those are the only options we have for world creation, so let's get into it. Okay. Infinity 2.0, now less infinite. Okay, so this thing looks like a Skulk Shrieker, but it isn't. That's freaky. Okay. What do we got here? Memory Lane. Oh. Okay. Little bit immersion breaking, but sure. Memory Lane. And these are all purple. Fascinating. How far down does this go? Is it infinite? It might be infinite. Okay, so, green thing. Right click, craft your mine. Mine ingredient, frogs, heralds of change. Mine 1 base. Effects, skeletons, pigs. Surface exits, base rock type, deep slate, surface world, plains biome. Okay. Mine effects. Undiscovered. Mine ingredient, blazes. Hint, go mining in another biome. Win a special encounter mine. Okay, so we've got some unlockables here. You guessed it, slay monsters. Okay. Mine ingredient, surface world. World above the mines, like an above world. Okay. Surface exits. Mine exits are found on the surface. White plain. Plains biomes. Savanna biomes. On the great wide savanna steppes. Okay, so I can add one more thing here. Sheep. Fluffy mine. Moo. Pork, pines, except without the pines. Chickens. Came first, clearly the chicken in this mine. That is locked, I guess. Base rock type stone. The mountains are made of stone. skeletons, pigs, frogs. Base rock type stone. Where's the pigs? I don't see where the pigs are selected here. Okay, mine 1. Okay. Entering mine in... Okay, okay. Doors yearn for the keys. Oh. Okay. Making everyone confused. Spreading the rumors. Alright. Has made the advancement down the hatch. Enter a mine. Encoding overloaded. Goodness gracious. It does not like loading so much. Okay. We've got a crafter here with nothing to craft. I haven't played around with those enough in the world. Okay. Mine exits are found on the surface. New frontiers. Hang on. Pick up a mine ingredient in a mine. What? Swamp biomes. Bring this item to the mine exit to unlock as a mine ingredient. Okay. Swamp biome. I don't mind that. Okay, so I guess we can just collect junk and stuff will happen. There's a frog. So, proof enough that we've got frogs in this world. I can't craft anything. Bring this item to the mine exit to convert to experience. Value 0.4. Wheat seeds. Okay, 0.1. I don't think we worry about that so much. Value 0.06, 0.04, 0.2. Fascinating. Okay, so... wildflowers. I won't worry about that then. Mine exits generate on the surface. What does that mean? 0.03. I'll just call them 3% and such. New recipes unlocked, except I don't have a means to craft stuff. Okay, we got flints. 0.02, not interested. Clay, perhaps. 0.08, a little bit better. And I can get a bunch of it quickly. I don't know what the experience is for, but we might as well use this to find out. And I can... Oh, mine ingredient, Badlands biomes. How did I pick that up? Interesting. I'll have to pay a lot better attention to that then. These are valuable. That's a starting area. We can't craft, might as well try to get wood. 0.04. Maybe breaking the tree will cause it to drop an apple or something, and that would be a bit better in terms of experience. Stick this in my offhand. And clear up a little room just in case something interesting happens. Apple? 0.01. Never mind. Okay. Sapling. Look like a pillar. That looks like odd biome generation to me. That's a pig. That's a bunch of firefly bushes. I'm good at collecting these, I have found. Hello, frog. I will get nothing for trying to kill you. So you can just stay there. Indicative of change. Cornflower. 0.03. Really? I like cornflowers more than the dandelions, and the dandelions are more common, but okay. But sunflowers. 0.03. But there are a bunch of them here. I've got a few. Oh! Sniffers! Interesting. We'll ditch the dandelions in favor of a bunch of sunflowers. I just picked the dandelions up again. I guess my ability to bring things to a mine exit is limited in some capacity by the amount of inventory space I have available. The sugarcane, 0.06. I could farm this, assuming that it works like it usually does. If I get sniffers in, I bet... Oh, there's... Right. I can craft stuff. I can craft stuff. There's the crafter right at the, world spawn. I want to see if I can craft a special dye and if that would be more valuable. Because that maybe will be worth my time. Ooh, I should maybe make stuff to eat. And I might need a shelter, actually. Okay, so first step then would be acquire shelter. I can't swim. I'm hungry. Okay, so then. Doesn't seem to do anything special, but if I chuck that and then craft this, will doing this interesting. I could effectively use that as a way to combine sources of experience. Ah, 0.1. .18. Interesting. Actually. Okay, first step, store. 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 And then these, I guess, are somewhat valuable. My inability to craft... Oh, new recipes unlocked. Okay. I have no recipe book to check. Player unlocks. Ooh, Pathfinder. Stop hitting yourself when using the Eye of Exit. Huh. Cost. Pockets. Imagine wasting experience points on this. Interesting. I'm just gonna really hope that no skeletons spawn anywhere near me. If I'd considered perhaps a little more what I was doing. Oh, skeletons over there. Do you see that? Southeast of here, there's something peculiar. That might be an exit. Do I make a break for it? I don't think I do. There's pigs. I could get pigs for food. Why did I make that? I can make a stone one. I just have to find a pig before a skeleton finds me. Actually, hang on. I'll just take this down with me. And get some more stone. Alright, hang on. I'm gonna have a look at this. Smelter, you dabble in smelting. Collector, now those are some longer. Actually, hang on. I should place this and see. Interesting. Crops, berry bushes, and beehives that have a chance of dropping extra loot. Crafting. Imagine taking two things and combining them into one. I cannot. This one's just here to annoy you. Cost 0. Advancement made. Kaizen. Pet chicken. More courageous than you think. Hang on. Buy a player unlock and get better at being you. Pet turtle, a shell of protection. Nice kitty. What does it say? Who's a good boy? Also really perfect. Pet. School of Hard Knocks. Take your time in learning. Take your time in mining. Oh, these are challenges. Roaring base. Thorns ++. Huh. Oh, wait. Levels 1. Oh, my experience. I understand. So, having gotten that, I can then select one of these. I can now craft. craft? Can I craft? Maybe it will activate at the start of the next one. I don't know. When did I get an egg? Was that from the... Huh. Well, I can have sugar and a pumpkin and an egg. And make a pumpkin pie. Planet says, hey, lurking in the background, but hi. Hello, Planet. We've got some weird stuff going on here. There we go. Now I won't be dying. How much is that, anyhow? 0.55. Seems like an effective thing to do, but I would need more eggs, which I don't have. Now, I could have risked it on making a chicken, but I didn't like my odds there. So what can I do to bring a bunch of experience to the exit? I bet I could do some fun stuff with the snipper in the next one that I make. What do I do here? More crafting interesting and strange ingredients, I imagine. Cobblestone is 0.96? That's not what I expected. Let me just grab some sticks. Get more cobblestone, I guess. Seems like a reasonable course of action. Maybe I can turn it into a bunch of interesting items. Something complex. Actually, you know what? I should dig downwards, see if there's ores and such. Did I see coal while I was out there? I don't recall. Things are gonna get dark down here. Oh, got something. Deep dark biome. Oh boy. Hey, there's coal. Okay. 0.02. You've leveled up to level 1. Oh, right. Pockets cost 2. Maybe I can get that if I mine enough coal. Oh, and there's copper. We leveled up to level 2. Okay, let's try it. Pockets unlocked. Yes! Level 1 pockets. Okay. Deeper pockets. Apprentice smelter, you dabble in smelting. Ability to craft in the inventory. Ooh, so if I crafted a crafting bench, I imagine that I would be able to use that instead of the default crafter that spawns. How much was that? 2. so it says you dabble in smelting. What does that mean? Does that mean that I will not be able to smelt this copper right off the bat? Yeah, I can make copper. Okay. There's my hole. Okay. Free of skeletons. Let's see. And I should make another furnace to speed up the rate at which I am making copper. Okay. And there was a blue thing over there. I should investigate that at once. There's lava. If I get a bucket, I bet that would be worthwhile. Maybe I could even get to the nether. Okay. That looks like an exit, all right. Okay. So, let's try to get as much experience as possible. The materials at hand. That'll mean a lot of copper, I imagine. I could craft some fancy copper stuff. I don't want to run out of food. Orange is space-wise better, but... And I'm out of food. Okay. Play ball 1.28. Can I? What's the value of that? 0.02. Oh, it calculates the whole thing. Okay, so one clay ball is 0.02. But one clay block is 0.02. So that's a lot more space efficient. Once I fill up 2 rows here, then I will leave. Yeah, and an individual cobblestone is not great. It's counting the whole stack. How much is 1 then? 0.1, yeah. Tools are not much on their own. What about this? Okay. Boom, 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 boom. Let's get some torches. And I'll just keep digging down, I guess. Until something interesting happens. If I get iron, then I get iron. If I don't get iron, then I will leave. much are these worth? Not a lot. Uh-oh. There is a cave nearby. I can hear a skeleton. I do not want to engage with a skeleton right now. That's something new. Base rock type diorite. Base rock type diorite. Okay, we're leaving. Does that mean I can get base rock type granite? Might as well try. Yeah, there it is. Actually, I'm gonna see what these are like when they're polished. An individual one is 0.02. 4 polished is point. Okay, so not that much, but it is more concise. Okay, so and we'll grab those. And I can craft these together. Wait, I just looked over. Is your screen supposed to be upside down? No. No, the preview looks fine to me. Okay, so individual copper is 0.03. Wait, what? Never mind, it's fine now? Are you seeing things, Planet? Hang on. 1 copper is 0.03. 1 block of copper is... no. No, that's better. Yo, Low Res Luke. Hello, Low Res Luke. Hello, Planet. I swear on my life the stream was just upside down. Luke, go away. 1.8. So yeah, 9 times 0.03 is going to be 0.27, and that is considerably better. But can't I make something even more? Yeah, cut copper is even better. Yeah. No, never mind, it isn't. How about cut copper slabs? 1 cut copper slab compared to cut copper. No, half the value. Precisely. Okay, so what I've just done is make this notably less stackable. Before it becomes night again, I think I want to just take all of the stuff that I can and leave. That's not valuable, that's not valuable. I'll take all of these to the exit. Okay, fine, I was gonna be like, we should team up and do this together, but I guess I'll go back to my own stream. Oh, you're happy to stay. Let's see, clay is okay. I'll take all of the copper. Only 1.8, 3.6, 0.03. I'll just take the stacks that are most valuable, i.e. the ones that I have the most of. Okay, yeah. And we'll just skedaddle, I guess. Before night falls. Take all of this experience, and... Actually, hang on. Amazing game and super fast. Learning. Get more experience after each mine. Advancement made. How do I unlock that? Reach new heights. +1 jump. Interesting. Unlock a player unlock so you can unlock more unlocks. Okay. Okay. Night is falling. We need to get to the exit right now. And hopefully... survive the trip. Got a bunch of interesting and strange unlocks that I can take with me. And then, hopefully, make another new interesting world for the next go-around. Leaving mine in 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You've leveled up to level 3. Advancement made. It begins. Advancement made. Cash in. Complete your first mine. Bring a mine ingredient to the end of a mine to cash it in. Got Badlands biomes, floating islands, and skeletons. Swamp biomes, sniffers, deep dark, diorite, granite. Earn 2,413 XP. Holy cow. You've leveled up to level 35. Press U to spend levels on... Oh, hang on. There's some experience under the ground there. What's this? Mine 1. Status 1. You're such a dork? Ah, thanks. Okay, so I guess I can stick this in... Nostalgic. Activate a mine revisitor. Fascinating. Okay, so let's have a look at this. Stop hitting yourself and using Eye of Aggregate. Need for speed. Int poof, and it's somewhere else. So an Enderman thing. Oop, didn't mean to do that. I clicked on that on accident. Levels 33 remaining. 0 damage. Hello, 0 damage. You dabble in smelting. I want ability to craft in the inventory. This might come in handy to always have. Crafting table. Cost 10. Yes. We tried crafting it. It's pretty cool. Alchemy. Deeper pockets. Gatherer. Combat. Gain an advantage in battle. Sticks and stones may break your bones, but they probably shouldn't. Spellbook. Endless possibility with the right tools. Archer. We would have called this unlock Sagittari, but someone said it sounded weird and that no one speaks Latin anymore. Huh. Warded. Better safe than sorry. Training sword. Works for trees and limbs. I'm gonna take the spellbook. That sounds interesting. And you call that a knife? We'll take chopper and School of Hard Knocks. Take your time when learning. I imagine that means less XP. Enchanting. I imagine wasting experience points on this. You dabble in smelting. What does it mean you dabble in smelting? Need for speed. Need for speed 2. Swift sneaking. Sneak as fast as you can. Okay. Interesting. Speed run. Gotta go faster. I'll try that. Okay. So, what's going on here? Sleepy Same, 2 hours, 20 minutes for freedom. Okay, so, Mine 2 base affects chickens, spiders. Oh, so it's gotten harder. Swamp biomes, Badlands biomes. Can I just... Is it gonna be a random what type it is? Floating islands. How can it be a mine if it's not even solid? Interesting. How do I swap that out? Or is it guaranteed to be swamp? Donate. Use 20 of your experience to work toward upgrading the Minecrafter table. Ooh, okay. So I can do that too. Skeletons, feel it in my bones. So I could make floating islands, or I could add one of these things. Base rock type stone, diorite, granite, lucky mine. The maybe not so deep, and also maybe not entirely dark. Okay, I have to try that. Badlands biomes, swamp biomes, deep dark biome. So these auto-selected. Interesting. Well, here we go. Entering mine in 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hiding stuff. Okay, here we go. We start with an egg, crafting table, and the wooden axe. And we can craft 2x2 in the inventory, but not 3x3. That's another upgrade. But I started with a crafting table. Interesting. Hang on, let me double check. Crafting table unlocked. And you can never have too many crafting tables. Interesting. Peculiar. So I'll just hold on to that then, I reckon. I'm seeing some weird stuff over there. Do you see that? That's strange. Oh, what are those? Tropical fish. What's going on here? That's Blackstone. Mine-based Blackstone. How'd that happen? But it's still got andesite and junk. Very peculiar. Axolotls, hello. Also strange. Moss, I'll take moss. Hang on. How much would you be worth? 0.03. 0.03. Moss seems like it's going to be easy to gather a lot of quickly. I will consider that. There's some sugar cane. What about red sand? 0.02. What if I turn it into red sandstone? 0.08. Well, I suppose that's a space-efficient way. Still feel like I could do better, though. There's drip leaf over there. Badlands biomes are gonna be rough when they're selected, I guess. Chickens and spiders. Oh, there's a swamp. We're gonna head over to the swamp and see what we can do. A tropical fish. 0.1. Not bad. Given that the axolotls are going to be giving me a ton of it. What's that? This is my sand. Lily pads, what have we got? 0.02. A lot of stuff, it strikes me, is probably going to be 0.02. Alright. Mud. What do we got? 0.02. Muddy mangrove root. What do we got? 0.02. Okay. Encoding overloading. I'm faster. I'm definitely faster. That's gotta be what that one upgrade did. Round! I haven't seen that before. Actually, hang on. We'll put that back. Yep. Mangrove propagule. 0.02. Okay. I bet it was brown because it was in Badlands. Ouch. The particle, specifically. Okay, okay. Let's go down, see what we can get. The black stone is going to be potentially problematic, but I should be able to craft some decent tools from it still. And then, I imagine it'll mostly be a matter of seeing what additions I can... Ooh, cactus flower, my first one. What do we got? 0.02. Naturally. I wonder if the clay would be worth more or not. Okay, ooh, dripstone. Lots of dripstone. Let's go over there. See how much the dripstone is. Ooh, here's regular stone. Yeah, this is a dripstone biome that has intersected, and that's why there's no blackstone here. Yeah. I bet that's the case. Okay, being able to actually use a crafting table out and about is nice. Okay, let's real quick. See how much this is. 0.02, 0.02. Interesting. Okay, so not much point in that. Let me think. Copper would still be quite valuable. That does increase in value notably when I process it. So let's first make a furnace. Or two. I can't believe I converted all of my mangrove logs to planks. There's glowberries. I wonder if those would be valuable. Probably not, because they could be mass-produced. Unique things would be more valuable, I imagine. How could I get my hands on as many unique things as possible? The deep dark biome. Ow. I'm gonna want to get underground ASAP. Spiders would be problematic. Not as much as the skeletons, but still troublesome. Troublesome indeed. Ouch. And I'll need to get food as well. Chickens. I haven't seen a single chicken. There should be hot chickens spawning here. Why are there no hot chickens in my area? moss blocks, if nothing else, make for a good building block in a pinch. If only I can parkour. Let's get this copper and start that smelting too. Because that is an effective way to spend time. Point 0.4. No, 0.2. Same as everything else. Another mine ingredient. How do I craft it into a button? If I craft it into polished, 0.8 each. No, 0.8, no, that's 0.2 per. So not that useful. Ow. Oh. Trying to climb it. Let's grab stone and black stone, and then maybe we can make some interesting things with them. I bet I get more experience for bringing in more of the world-type black stone. So I will not turn my nose up at additional copies of those. Copper as well should give me more experience, which may allow me to unlock additional modifiers. Is there any more copper around here? Cool. You leveled up to level 1. Do I see any more copper? Uh-oh. I see a jockey is what I see. What do we got? 0.2. Okay, doesn't strike me as being a viable source of experience. I no more copper on the surface, so I will move on along now. And just do it all. No spider's gonna fit down here. I should make torches. I will ditch that. And this. They seem unnecessary. That's 0.55 value in fish. We might get more fish. Oh, okay. More copper is good. More copper means more experience. There we go. No spiders getting in here. How can I compress it? We got 11 of those now. Doesn't mention anything about experience level. We'll ditch the diorite, first chance we get. Sorry, diorite, you're just not useful to me. Deep dark biome is present, and it said not so deep, and maybe not so dark. So I wonder what that's about. We set off any sculpt then. If I can't collect it, I don't have silk touch. What would be the point? Whoops. There's make world out of andesite, which is new to me. This is stone, which means probably another non-standard biome. I should dig around the stone. Oh, there's iron. Can find out what iron's like. Let's see then. Raw iron, 0.02. Go figure. Okay, goodbye diorite. Don't need you. Andesite. I don't really need you either. I don't need the dirt. More copper. Good, good. I can get this stuff smelted up. Maybe I can make... Well, I haven't seen any lava pools, so I couldn't just grab lava on the way to the exit. Perhaps a way to defend myself would be worthwhile, though. Can I make a regular crafting table from in here? Yes, good. Let's make another furnace and start the copper smelting. Actually, was there more iron back here? There was. Let's get iron first. That's 8. Make another furnace and smelt it up. Actually, are there any recipes? A bundle! I wonder if I could do funky stuff with a bundle. Get a bunch of different, unique but high-profile items in it. Eye of Exit. Copper ingot and iron. Interesting. Lightning rod, 0.3. Not valuable. Except as a way to compress copper ingots, I guess. Let's see, gas plane, not that good. Red candle, not that good. Pumpkin pie is okay. Fletching table, huh? Value 1. That's not bad for something that can stack and is made with a couple of flint. Bulb. Right. That's not something I can really make. Okay, so that 0.15 for a copper door. No, so that's 0.5. Okay. That's 0.05 for that. Which, no? Is that counting as a 1? Not valuable either way. Same with copper trapdoor. Or, no, is that counting? That's 0.27. 9 is 0.27. 6 is... Yeah, that tracks. And then 2 of them is 12, they're 3 each, so 0.36. Wait, is that... Okay, first, you. Iron. You. More copper. A single copper ingot is 0.03. So 6 of them is 6 times double that. So the value is doubled for making copper trapdoors. Interesting. With the copper blocks, block, copper. Interesting. That's 9 times 0.2. I just entered and I might be crazy like Planet. Hello, Harrison. I see upside down? Do you? That's 9 times 0.2 as opposed to 9 times 0.03. So definitely more valuable to make those. But what can I make with that? Is the question, I guess. I think I have to try... What's the matter? Are you losing it? Wait, Oh, I don't have enough on me. Let me see. I need more coal. So what if... Is this 9 times 0.02? No! It's 9 times 0.2. So there's not actually much point to smelting it. I'll just leave that behind. We'll grab more raw. And then that will stack. Holy cow. take one of these. Whoa! Where are surface exits? Okay. And then convert as many of these as possible. I will leave behind those. Take that. I've leveled up. Right, that does count, doesn't it? The lightning rod is 0.3 out of 0.03, so that's actually... That's 0.09. That's 0.3. So that's over 3 times the value. I've changed my mind. We will take lightning rods. How much is it for? I'm gonna make an iron pickaxe. How much is it for the extra inventory? 15. That's a little rough. That's steep. Just collecting copper is valuable. I get the feeling like the dangers are going to level up faster than I am prepared to level up my own abilities. Just call it a hunch. I think we try to find the deep dark biome. Because perhaps I can make some good stuff come from there. Shove these in there, shove that away. Let's get another iron pick. I don't need the moss anymore, really. I'm gonna starve, actually. Let's go to the surface and see what I can make in regards to food. Please don't be night out. That looks like night. That looks dark enough that it may be night. Don't be night, 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 don't be night. I hear rain. It's rainy and nice. Alright, we're gonna ignore all else, try to find food. Actually, I should grab some coal. Nope. You're not helpful to me. Chickens! Crud. Okay, so. I have plenty of fuel. Ditch those. This will stave off the hunger. The saturation is not good. I'm gonna try to get those chickens. Yes. Chickens. Come on. Ooh, that was something. Ow, that's something too. I'll need to come back for that. That's okay. Ditch the lightning rods. No strafing around enough should be sufficient to get them off my tail. I picked up egg. Okay, come on. There's one. There was another. Is it still around? Doesn't look like my notes. There we go. Oh, that's something different. It didn't stack with it. Okay, you know what? We're ditching this. In favor of whatever this thing is. Trophy. Trophy? Okay, let's cook this chicken. Contents: 1 times Minecraft chicken. Grade stone. Grade gold. Huh. Interesting. Okay. Eye of exit. Ow. I can't tell what that did. Okay, so if I want to find out what those do, it feels like it would be valuable to get the Exploration Pathfinder one. First pioneers weren't always successful. Maybe you can do better after unlocking the spellbook. Right, I got the spellbook. Endless possibility with the right tools. Spellbook unlocked. You appreciate the value of dirt. In a map in a place where water is everything. Mining, what it's all about. Mining efficiency. Mining efficienter. Efficiency. This will be good for food. I'm very interested to see what you appreciate the value of dirt means. There's dirt. Can I eat it? Can I mine that faster than... Oh, hang on. I think something is wrong with you. I don't know. I don't know what you're talking about. It's happening again? It's happening again? I think you're just crazy. Sorry, I don't know what to say. Okay, so I used it here, it went that way. So I guess that means the exit is that way? Might as well have a go for it. We'll try to unlock some good stuff. Hello. Not interested in you. Okay, so we're in an hour and a half in. Ow. Alright, I have exit. Yeah. Did it break? I think that just broke. Well, we'll keep heading this way, I suppose. Eventually it will reveal itself. With the blue beacon beam. Surely. Surely. Assuredly. And once we find it, and I can guarantee a swift exit, then I will maybe go down and try to find the deep dark. Nope. Nope, that's just a swamp tree. Oh, there we go. It's underwater. Interesting. Not the resin slab. Nope. Doesn't count, I guess, since it spawns as part of this structure. Okay. Appreciate the value of dirt. We'll just keep going down. Huzzah, says low-res Luke. Hello again. Right. How goes the craft mine? It goes well, I think. I've gotten some interesting things. A gold grade chicken trophy. I'm glad I stopped to grab that. Similarly, that copper we just passed, I can harvest that on the way back, get a ton of experience for it. Because it drops in droves. And its value goes up notably when I turn it into the raw ore blocks. I got a few trophies first run going swimmingly. Ooh, first run, this is my second. I took a run to kind of figure out my bearings, but actually being able to craft is nice. Very nice, very nice. Glad to hear that yours is going well. There should, in theory, be a deep dark down here somewhere. Based on the settings that I initiated this world with. So I'm going to see if I can find it, and if I can exploit it in any way for additional experience. Doesn't seem hugely likely. I'm going to go as far as I can in my first run, but got tired and decided to head off. Oop, there we go. I just realized this is not going to be so valuable for taking things with me, but I can get a ton of XP from it. Okay, okay. Let's see. I'll put the valuable stuff here. That's good, that's good. That might be important. Those might be important. I don't know about that. Feathers don't seem that great. But what I can do is make a bunch of stone hoes. And use these on those. Anyways, good luck. I was trying to coax Planet into joining me and was gonna be like, "Aye, together we will be victorious," but Planet banned me from your stream. What? No. Planet, did you do such a thing? I've got a little secret for you, low res Luke. I don't think Planet has mod powers. Ooh, there's Deep Slate. Interesting that would spawn here. I don't know what that is. Yeah, he told me to leave. You don't have to listen to it. You have my permission this time to not listen to Planet. Oh, there's a skulk sensor. Where is a skulk sensor? There you are. Let's get rid of you before you cause me trouble in some manner. Come on, there we go. You don't? Yeah, this time you don't. I briefly thought I saw a geode, but that would be too good to be true, I think. Oh, I wonder if advancements likewise give... Yeah, the special advancements, they should also give XP, shouldn't they? You hear that, Planet? You have no power over me anymore. Not what I said. I said this time. Sorry to curtail your power trip, Planet, but I think I'm going to need all of the help I can get. Of course, if you want to hop in game, Planet, and do some craft mining with me, I would very much appreciate that. This is actually very valuable. I'm so glad that I got the Deep Dark modifier. Because I can use this to get all the stinking XP. This is the real treasure of the ancient cities. So I was suggesting a collective CraftMine journey together, but Planet hates fun. I wouldn't say that. You just need to do a bit of coaxing. Cave World! We can finally bring Minecraft back to its original design philosophy. I should probably sneak around a little bit, see if I can find one of those so I can prevent it from going off. Prematurely. Thank you, Bat, for distracting the sensor. Best part is there's... Ouch. No spiders here. Yeah, the warden is pretty much the only thing I need to worry about here. Appreciate your offers, but I gotta go to bed soon. Aw, good night, Planet. Sleep well. Do some stuff with iron. At the very least, we can turn it into a raw iron block. Ooh, gold. I wonder if golden apple would be valuable. It's not that hard to make, but it is heavily processed. Nice, level 15. Oops. Don't like that. That's still underwater. Okay. This is okay? Yeah, it's okay. Actually, you know what? You know what that's good for? Iron hose. And I'm gonna have to try and collect this. See if that's good for anything as well. Also something you get a bunch of. Okay, I left my crafting junk over there. Can I get back there easily enough? Woo! Diamonds! Multiple diamonds. Heck yes. Don't mind if I do. Value 1. We're sure to find more if we explore further down here. Okay. There's my stuff. Let's block off some of this water. Where did I enter the cave at? I see the culprit. There we go. Over here. Here we go. Wait. Ow. Ow. Should have called it tripstone. Am I right? Where did... Uh-oh. Ah, there we go. Okay, let's make a furnace. Didn't mean to do that. Let me think. Let's get that in there. I used up all of my coal. I have. So I guess we just make another furnace and make more coal. Get that right. Perfect solution. A single lapis lazuli is 0.02. A block is 0.36. Wow. Shove that in there. I have to imagine. Actually, one of those is 0.03. That's 0.01. It gets worse. It gets worse for turning it into a heavy-weighted pressure plate. Hot dang. Get as much lapis as possible. There we go. Skulk I uncover, the more Skulk I destroy, the more ores I will uncover, such as that. Excellent. The more raw ore blocks I can make, the more diamonds I can potentially get. Plus I'm getting XP this whole time. This is a very valuable get, I think. Provided I can avoid setting off the worm. And deal with any incidental spiders from neighboring biomes. Oop, got a little carried away, I guess. Okay, time to go make another one, or two, or dozen. Yes, no thank you. I don't want what you're setting. Yes, get out of here. I thought I could dig into the wall a little faster than that. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Oh, I wasn't even that much there. Come on. Stop it. String not that valuable. That's okay. Food may be the limiting factor here. In this particular one. So, I shall go as fast as possible. Gain as much XP as I can. Hold on to it, because I can get stuff at the table. Supposedly, for XP as well. And that's a place where I can... Well, maybe I can stand to grab additional inventory space. I wonder if they were being serious or not when they said absolutely nothing will happen to you if you stick around in a world. It would be very game developer-y to make it so that there's a Spelunky ghost. It shouldn't be too quick, though. as your world gets bigger and you can explore it more, you should be rewarded for being able to spend the time to explore it more effectively, as opposed to just speedrunning through everything. Although you could easily reward the player for doing that as well. I don't need it tough, so let's... just... more copper. Oops, a daisy. Appreciate your, oh, hang on. Why did that update? Why did the chat update when there was nothing to update? That's peculiar. The spider set it off. Some of them over there, too. That's right, come over here. Ooh. Mine ingredient creepers. That's... Ooh, and ocelots. And 9 redstone dust. Okay, sure. Interesting. I wonder if that was for killing a couple of monsters that I got that. Maybe you should be over here. You killed your jockey. Where was that sensor? Well, I've determined thoroughly that I do not want to stick around here. Because there is a sensor that I could not find. A shrieker, specifically. So I'll just get everything else on the way out. Level 29, not bad, not bad. Interesting. XP orb dropping. Did not set that off, which is very good for me. Right, level 30. And I'm out of torches, so... Wrong item. Are you stuck? You're stuck too. Full. And this is the this is the point where we get out of here. Just because it seems prudent. Oh, but I will grab that. Yep. Maybe we can make a full block out of this. Increase its value. Okay, then. Wait, back this way, slightly. That does not convert. There's more copper up there. Okay. Crafting deeper pockets. Nice. 3x3 inventory crafting. No need for a crafting table. That one strikes me as exceedingly good. Let's see. Point 3, 1.8. To be expected. Don't need that. Okay, 1 redstone is 0.2. Redstone block. Or, no, 0.02. This is 0.27. So more than 10 times makes it strictly better. Alright, we're